Hey, this is Fred, and I wanted to set up what this episode is before we begin because it's not the usual interview episode, but I think you're going to find it interesting. Recently, I received this email. Hi, I'm an avid listener to your Golf Smarter podcast and appreciate the content and guests you have on your show. I'm also an avid recreational golfer living not far from you in the East Bay of the Bay Area here in California. Have you ever considered having a podcast episode on the topic of blind golf? I am legally blind, visually impaired, due to a rare condition which affected me 4 years ago. When it first occurred, I thought my golfing days were over, and I actually tossed my clubs in the trash. Fortunately, in researching my condition, I stumbled upon blind golf, which allows those that are legally blind and or totally blind to continue to play both competitively and recreationally. I'm not sure if this would be appropriate for your audience, but if so, I would love to speak to you more about the blind golf organizations, one of which I'm involved being the USBGA, the United States Blind Golf Association, at usblindgolf.com, and also the IBGA, the International Blind Golf Association, which provides international golf opportunities. Thank you for your consideration. Well, you can imagine my response and excitement. I wrote right back to him and said, I would love to play golf with you. Can we please record it? So a few weeks ago, I met Bob Banks and his friend Jerry for a round with the intention of recording the episode both on audio and video. Obviously, I'm not going to play the entire round, but what you will hear is our introduction to one another, teeing off on the first hole, and then cutting right to putting on the first green and how Bob and Jerry worked together to get Bob lined up and ready to go on each of those shots. And then we'll go to the back nine as I learned more about Bob and what it's been like for him going through this difficult transition from being sighted to legally blind. I'm hoping to also provide for you a short video on our YouTube channel, Golf Smarter TV, that shows what it's like for Bob to get ready for a full shot and his putting. I'll also include a little bit of this conversation too. The point is that I'm sure you're really curious to see how well Bob hits the ball. This is one of those unique experiences that can only have happened because of this podcast. It was both incredibly impactful and memorable, and it's an honor to share Golf Smarter number 714 with you now. Playing 18 with a blind golfer is both inspirational and a great lesson on gratitude.
This is Golf Smarter, sharing stories, tips, and insights from great golf minds to help you lower your score and raise your golf IQ. Here's your host, Fred Greene.
Either one of you, Fred?
I am.
Hey, Fred.
Bob?
I'm Bob Banks.
Bob, great
Nice
to meet you.
Great to
Thank
meet you. Thanks
so
for coming out
much.
today.
Jerry.
Great to meet you.
You too.
Well, I really appreciate you reaching out to me.
Absolutely.
This is really exciting.
Yeah.
Now, you're completely blind? You're partially blind? What's your story?
I'm visually impaired. I'm legally blind, visually impaired.
Legally blind.
Or a VIP, visually impaired person.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
My vision is 20/800, so I have almost no central vision, which is the things that you look at, the middle of the things that you look at.
Right.
So I have a lot of peripheral vision. It's not excellent vision, colorblind, little color blindness and such, but I'll see movement of things and I'll see big objects, and so I won't be tripping over things. But I also may not see my ball many occasions. I can't see what this says on your shirt.
Golf Smarter.
There you go. Good.
You should have figured that one out.
Smart. That's right. So it's detail. Like I can't
Right.
read, I can't drive,
Right.
and I don't see faces. So I live in a mannequin kind of world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you bring Jerry along with you to play as your coach, as your guide. What function does he play?
That's right. And so with blind golf, you're allowed to officially have a guide/coach. Some people call him coach, some people call him a guide, because we can't see the travel of the ball. Sometimes we can't see the layout of the course or
Right.
the hole itself.
Among other
A lot
things,
of help
sure.
on putting. We can't see the undulations and such.
Oh, wow.
So they're guiding us. During an official tournament, they don't play. They only help assist us. During recreational rounds like this, they play as well.
Okay. Well, we'll figure that out as a round. Now, we're here at Hiddenbrooke Golf Course today in Vallejo, and we're so lucky. It's going to be close to 100 degrees today. So we're going to be looking really shabby all through the day. So if you're watching on video, sorry. Now, were you blind or were you a VIP at birth? That's it, man. You're stuck. I'm calling you a VIP.
That's right. That's right.
So were you a VIP at birth?
I was not. So approximately in 2015, in February of 2015, I was, going along through life. Everything was cruising along, playing softball with Jerry and such, and I was actually a baseball umpire. It's real ironic, but things were going quite well, and I started having what I thought was something in the middle of my eye. I just thought that's all it was. And I had 20/20 vision then, and went to the doctor, and they said, no, your eyes are fine, something's going on, and test. And within 2 months, my right eye went, and it's that quick. I have a condition called Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy. It's also coined as LHON. It only affects males, primarily males. Mostly in 18 to 25-year-olds.
Now, is it something that's carried on through genetics, or is this
maternally carried on maternally, but not
through the father?
Not through the father. So it's only maternally through the mother.
And does the mother get it from the father?
No, it's only carried down through the maternal line. So my mother and my mother's mother had the defective gene, and it's the gene in your optic nerve that affects only your central vision of your optic nerve.
I see.
So my eyes see fine. The transmission to my brain is what gets scrambled. Oh. Yeah, it's very interesting, and it's rare. It's only 30,000 people in the United States. There's no cure for it yet. There's doing some clinical trials, so it's all hopeful. Yeah. The good news is I don't have a tumor, MS, and other conditions.
It's great.
I'm living life to its fullest.
And you're living your life.
Absolutely.
And do you have any other family members who have been affected?
No, so I don't have any brothers, so there's no chain, right? Mm-hmm. My sisters are at risk. They haven't been tested. They don't want to. I told them, live your life as you should. But the path would be my mother to my sisters who are carriers. I have one sister that had 3 daughters, so now they're carriers, and one daughter had a baby, which was a girl. So that's the chain. Okay. It still continues.
Wow. Okay.
So who knows? She may get it. There may be a cure before then. We'll see.
Amazing. Well, let's warm up a little bit. Our tee time's in about 15 minutes.
Very good.
And we'll get down there.
Absolutely. Let's have some fun.
All right.
Very good.
So first of all, let's establish what tee boxes are we playing?
Whites.
Good.
Yeah, good. I'm good at that.
I'm all into that.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious about each of your handicaps. You play tournament play.
But with blind golf, there's about two to three tournaments in the United States a year. Internationally, total, there's probably 15 or so throughout the world. Those are the competitive blind tournaments. But I play recreationally, both just with Jerry or other buddies. And also in a monthly men's club, I just play with buddies,
It's a long answer for what your handicap.
I'm sorry, you got there. So my handicap with the NCGA is about a 19 to 20. I'm floating right around there. It's coming down a little.
And what about you, Jerry?
I'm at a 12 right now.
Okay. Yeah. All right, this is going to be fun.
This is my 5th year playing.
Okay, so this is
nice.
all. This is
How
all
about
good
yourself?
I'm up to an 11.3 right now. Nice. I was down to a 9.3, but then I get to that and I don't believe that I'm that good.
Yeah.
And so I start playing poorly.
Believe in yourself, Fred.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I should listen to a podcast.
That's right.
How did you find me?
I was looking for a golf podcast to improve myself, and you were in the list. And I subscribed to a few, and then as they don't get interested, I unsubscribe. Oh. And yours just kept on hanging on. It's like your guests that come on. Your guests that come on, I just really appreciate what they have to say for the most part.
And I appreciate it makes you
because you get different parts of the game, the mental aspect and such, and parts I go, maybe I should try that.
Awesome. All right, let's get down to the first tee box and see what we can come up with.
Par 4, Jerry?
Par 4.
Okay.
You hit your driver.
Is it okay?
What's the distance on your driver?
250 on a good day. Should I go 3-wood or?
Go 3-wood.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's put you right out in the middle.
Lose my glove?
So that's why I'm like, I'm not hitting my driver.
Fred, I wanted to show you my club head covers.
Oh yeah, please. So I noticed that you have club head covers, and most people, they would get made fun of, but I think it makes sense.
Right. So these are club head covers. This is probably my third set. Some were smaller in nature, but this is something I don't need because I'm always with a guide that helps me,
Okay.
so they can select my club for me.
Right.
It just gives me a little sense of independence where I can go up and select my own club.
And you can see the numbers because of the contrast?
When I get about this close, yes.
You need to
and
be
the,
about
the
18
size
inches.
and the contrast, yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
The other item that I depend on is my golf buddy, which is
sure.
It's the only verbal range.
Right,
finder
that
type
you
bag.
clip onto the hat.
Right.
Oh, that makes total
So
sense.
almost all of us wear that.
All right.
And after that, it's the rest is on the guide.
Well, let's get this round started and see where it goes from there.
Thought I was your range buddy.
You are my range buddy. By the way, good shots I take credit, bad shots I blame him.
Yep.
Oh my God! I'm glad I'm just playing against you. I'm playing with you.
That's right,
you.
Yeah.
This is a troon course, and it looks like we have a dog leg left on the first hole.
All right, my friend.
What do you see?
We have par 4 here?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to do your 3-wood.
So not much delineation in the trees. I think we have a creek here.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
So we're at the first tee now.
Maybe a little
see
bit
the
of
gap in the hillside?
Kind of where it comes down right
Yeah.
about there.
Yeah, that would be a great shot right
So
there.
right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Jerry is helping Bob figure out the direction. Bob steps up to the ball on his own. He has a sense of the direction.
How's that, Jer?
Oh, here he's asking Jerry for a little help to see which way his club faces.
That looks good.
Good?
Yep.
Oh, he takes a gorgeous
that's
swing.
right-
Look at
right
that.
in that
Beautiful, dead straight.
Perfect.
Great shot.
Perfect.
Great
All right.
shot, Bob.
Good.
Okay, I'm
You hit the
embarrassed
freaking
already.
gap that I wanted you to hit. There's 2 on right now.
Yep, there's
and
2 on.
I'm down here.
That's you, okay. This is me. This feels like it's downhill from
Is
where
it?
I am.
Oh, yeah.
And you too? Can you tell?
No. I usually walk it off. I'll show you
Right.
in just a minute.
You play with the flag in? Or do you take it out?
For the most part, I do, yeah.
Yeah. I love that rule.
Yeah. Must
Sure
be blowing
speeds it
at
up.
you. About 25 feet. Is it a little downhill?
Yeah, but look at
Downhill right to left?
it's funny. It's well, no, I'm looking at the
Oh, I see.
aeration marks. Yeah, let's go straight up.
And did we say it's downhill?
It's slight downhill, very slight. Here, give me your mark.
So Jerry's lining up his putt right now for Bob.
There.
All right, 25 feet, slightly downhill.
And Bob leaning over the ball to get his line.
Okay, you're a little left.
Jerry's
Let's go a
about
little
2
more
feet
right.
behind him.
A little more right. Right there.
Good?
Yep. Hang on. Back away from the ball a little bit. Still up close. Move the club back a little towards you. A little more. Right there. Now you're in the center of it.
We're good?
Yep. A little hard.
A little hard, yeah.
A little hard.
Right past the
Good
hole.
line, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
A
line.
little hard.
That was.
It's all right.
Oh boy, that did go flying
Yeah.
by, huh?
Yeah, you crushed it. Crusher.
Crusher.
Too strong. So give me your
You
mark.
go, Fred.
All right, mine's in.
Yeah, you're still, as you line the club up,
Mhm.
you're still pushing it a little
Okay.
too far. Slight uphill. Slight right. Slight right. Slight right. Right there, you're lined up.
Good?
Yep. Oh, just missed it.
That just missed.
Yeah. Here, hold on, let me,
We got about 2 or 3 feet.
yep, straight up. Slight left. Right there.
Good?
Perfect.
Nicely done.
Just watch your take back, because you're coming
Okay,
outside
still
again.
coming back.
Yeah, and then you're having to straighten it out.
Okay.
Well done, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You as well.
Great. All right, Bob. Sure. We have completed the front 9. What'd you do?
Started off struggling, but improving a little bit.
Tell me about, you played sports as a kid,
Yes.
and then as an adult, you discovered that you had this terrible affliction happen. What was your immediate reaction? Because you were probably still active in various sports, right?
That's a good point. I did high school and a little bit of college. Always a football guy. Then I grew out of that, of course, because everybody else turned out to be bigger than me. Then as I grew into my adult life, I found softball, and that's where I played for 30 years up until I became affected, which is about 4.5 years ago. My vision went.
How old are you now?
59.
Okay.
And so I was 55. This happened, and it happened within 3 months, both eyes, and then it stops. I mean, it doesn't get worse, it doesn't get better.
Oh.
It's a lifetime situation. When it first happened, I was having one of my down, angry days, and threw my softball bag and my golf bag in the trash because I was having a bad day.
Yeah.
I thought this stuff is over.
Yeah, forget it.
Fortunately, before trash day came, I happened to go online and do some research on my condition, and there was a video of this young man, late 20s, who used to be a college golfer on the team, and he was playing a thing called blind golf. Watched that, did some more research, took the stuff out of the trash, and I thought...
They didn't pick it up?
No. And I thought, maybe I'll try it. It just doesn't make sense. And now I have no expectation. Once I find the ball, and I set up, when I swing, I have no expectation of seeing the ball in flight or where it lands. So I tend to not lift my head as much, especially back when I first started, because I had no expectation of watching it.
Yeah, I noticed that every time you take a shot, most people will, take their swing, stop, and look toward the ball. You take your swing, stop, and look behind you to Jerry going, well, asking it, and he's got to not only dictate where you're going to hit, but where you do hit.
Right. And I go off a lot of verbal, you've seen too, is that I'll stand, look behind, I'll listen to people's reaction, the oohs and the ahs, or great shot, or the gasping, it must be not a good shot. So some fun things like that. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It's definitely brought me closer to not only the person I'm playing with, as I mentioned, but the other people I'm playing with in the group. Because what I found is, let's say if I'm playing and Jerry's also playing, but he's on one side of the fairway, I'm on the other, a lot of times, let's say it's you, might say, don't worry, I got him. And you'll come and help me find the ball and describe that I have 150 yards to go, watch out for the bunker on the left. And it's really drawn me closer to the group I'm playing with as well. Yeah.
So, Bob, what happened when you came to this discovery, this realization, and you knew that this was not going to get better? You obviously knew it was going to impact your life, but you played a lot of sports, and you were on a team at the time, right?
Right.
So what happened then?
So I was on a recreational softball team that I've had now for 30 years. I still am the quote-unquote manager, even though I don't play. Still go out with the guys. I look at them as my brothers, so I still hang out. They play, I still get to hang out with them. We have a few beers or two afterwards and shoot the shit, so to speak, and have a good time. So we enjoy it. But I do look at my softball guys as my brothers. We've had long-term family friendships for a long time with a lot.
So how did they react when you told them that you were not going to be able to play anymore?
Yeah, it's a good question. So early in my onset, I was having one of my bad days. There were a few more of those back then.
Yeah, well, you threw your clubs out.
Yeah, I threw my clubs out while that softball bag was in there too.
Yeah,
so
right.
Threw it out. I went to the field and I was going to tell them that it's over. I can't play anymore. Walked in the dugout with that sorry attitude of, I'm out.
Woe is me.
Woe is me, right? Having one of those days. So I gave them the story. I don't know what's going on, but I can't hurt the team. I'm tapping out. All I wanted was a tiny bit of sympathy from somebody in the dugout. And then this guy, within 2 seconds, Jerry says, oh, so it is true. And I wasn't really in the mood. I go, what, Jerry? And he goes, well, you must have jerked off one too many times. And that's exactly what I needed at that point in time, because all we all did was laugh.
Oh, good, because it's good you didn't have a baseball bat in your hand at that time.
that might have come later.
High five! High five! High five the blind guy!
Yeah, nobody. That's by the way, that's a rule you never do. When I pulled the golf clubs out and such.
Out of the garbage?
Out of the garbage.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'm going to try this. My sister is an avid golfer. She's retired and she plays 5-6 times a week, but she's really intense. She's an ex-Olympian, so she's a real intense person. So she, kind of sold her life and just kind of came over here and she just wanted to help me out with all this. So she got me going on this. And
Oh, wow.
she's very good at what she does, but she's very technical, right?
Right.
And it was good for her, good for me, and she helped me at the first handful of tournaments. And so it's either her or Jerry, and we all do.
So her intensity she doesn't lose patience with you?
Sometimes.
Okay.
And I think some
It
of
is
that's
her
the brother-sister
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. And then, when you play with the total blind, they're slower in pace because the coach is doing everything, right? They're setting the player, they're setting everything, they're putting the club in the hand, they're, putting turning the club, describing the hole, then they're walking the person to and from the cart. It's a lot of work for the coach.
A lot of work for a coach.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just pay mine in beer and he's happy.
Yep. So, Bob, when you are counting off your putt like this, you're walking, do you feel like you're more sensitive to the slope of the green than in the past?
So I do it for two reasons. One is to get distance, but a lot of it is to feel the undulation on the green because I can't see that.
Sure.
So, I felt an uphill rise on that. I felt maybe a little right to left, but I won't know exactly how much till Jerry shows up.
So what was your distance and what did you feel like?
30 feet, and it was a rise, especially near the end. There was a lot more rise.
Uh-huh. And did you feel if it was a left to right or right to left?
I felt a little bit, maybe from this angle, a little bit right to left.
Yeah, that's really interesting. How were you as a putter before this all happened?
I don't think I was as technical with putting. I felt like I would just get up there and eyeball it, estimate it, and hit it.
Right.
Now I get somebody who, in blind golf, you're allowed to have somebody set your club or stay behind you and give you angle. And then I'm thinking a lot more about my putt, my takeaway, my stroke, the strength of it. Before I didn't pay as much attention to it. I would just get up and mentally just hit through it.
Right.
Yep. You want to help, Fred?
I would love to help.
Okay.
It's right to left downhill. I think we established that already.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
How far out of the hole are we? Because I can see the flag. Are we 6 inches?
Now, are you aiming 6 inches outside the
Yes.
hole?
No, I'm
No.
asking you what.
So I'm not exactly sure what you're asking. So right, if you were to go straight at the pin from here, I suspect that you would end up about 4 or 5 feet to the right of it.
Oh, it's a left to right break.
Yes, I'm sorry. It's a left. I see it as a left to right break. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Where should be my aim point? About 6 inches to the left of the hole.
See, now I see a big break.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, Jerry, get over here. Jerry, help.
I don't mind.
No, I understand, but I just don't know how you line it up, what you're looking for, and so I want to hear.
This is a different putter. He's usually got a 2-ball fang at it.
Oh, but this has a big line on it, right?
Yeah, so we're trying something different here.
Yeah.
So what I would ask is if we can line because I can't tell whether it's centered,
Right.
and then also just.
So
my
you're
club.
you're just a little left of the hole right now with that aim. A little more to the right.
All right.
No, I'm sorry, the other way. You want to be right of the hole. There you go, right there.
Good.
Yep.
Everything good? Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Well, you know what I was trying to do? I was trying to make you go right of the hole. Because you keep going left. You keep going left. And especially on your take back, I can see that you're going behind and then you're,
Oh, is
you're
that what
coming
I'm doing?
right.
Coming
Yeah.
this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, all right, let me give you a little bit. And you were headed right of the hole, and then it broke farther left.
Not as easy as it looks, huh? And then you feel bad. It's like,
Yeah, right. I'm sorry,
no.
man. I didn't mean to do it.
Have
Toby,
you guys
too.
out here, I wouldn't be playing, so I'm good.
I am very excited to introduce a new sponsor to Golf Smarter. Do you want to be able to watch every single NFL game this season? no matter where you live or what team you root for? Well, this season, there's a proven way to watch every football game live for a fraction of the price of DirecTV or NFL Sunday Ticket. And that's with ExpressVPN. And here's how it works. When you use ExpressVPN, you get to buy an international game pass. And ExpressVPN lets you spoof your location. So wherever you are, you can tell it, yeah, I'm home, and it won't know. So you can buy this international game pass for just $125 and then stream all the games. ExpressVPN comes with apps for computers, mobile, or digital media players like Fire TV or an iPad or a Samsung Android machine, whatever. I've already got it on my iPad and my phone. And plus, use ExpressVPN every time you go online to keep all your network data encrypted, secure, and safe from hackers. And that's a huge one, especially if you do any work in a coffee shop or anything and you use their Wi-Fi network, you are exposed. But with ExpressVPN, you are not. You're hidden from these people who want to sneak into your machine. But let's talk about football. You can enjoy all 256 games of the NFL season for 2019 with the world's most trusted VPN, ExpressVPN. Protect your online activity today and find out how you can get 3 months for free at expressvpn.com/golfsmarter. That's EXPRESS, V as in Victor, P as in Peter, N as in Nancy. expressvpn.com/golfsmarter for 3 months free on a 1-year package. One more time, expressvpn.com/golfsmarter to learn more, and thank them very much for their support of the Golf Smarter podcast. Now let's get back to our round of golf with Bob Banks.
We promote a lot of junior golf, junior blind golf. So we're trying to get that next generation of folks. This is our 75th year in the USBGA program.
So it's the United States Blind Golf Association?
Yes, sir.
That's when you say we, you're referring to the USBGA?
There's two primary organizations in the United States, USBGA and the American Blind Golf Association. The American Blind Golf only has 2 tournaments. It's a smaller group. It's kind of a breakout group for political reasons years ago. I didn't get involved with that. But the USBGA, they're going into their 75th year. Mm-hmm. But really promoting junior golf because, golf is a declining sport, number one, but we're also trying to show kids that, hey, there's still an option for you, for the ones that are visually impaired or blind, and just to show them that there's an option. So whenever we have a tournament, we always reach out to the local blind school, bring on kids, we teach them how to do it, and see all the laughter and the fun. I just got invited to go to a charity round over in Barbados for an eye condition.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm blessed. It's really great. And so as part of that, I'm offering to do a junior blind clinic for the local blind school there.
Great. Great.
Good to get back.
So how soon after your condition set in that you started getting involved with the Blind Golf Associations?
Probably 6 to 9 months. It was 6 months before I started striking it, and then probably 9 months or so before I felt comfortable to go out with others.
So do you know any blind golfers that have holes in one? I'm sure there are.
I'm sure there are. I actually might have one, but I think Jerry just holds the back on me. He didn't tell me.
You have one every par 3. What are you talking about?
What I didn't ask you was, what do you do for a living, and how did it impact that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I worked for Kaiser Permanente locally.
Okay.
I was working at the time. I didn't take any time off because I was afraid that I'd fall behind, and I still have a little bit of that anxiety.
What is it that you do for Kaiser?
I work
not
for
a
their
You're not a surgeon.
No,
Don't tell me you're a surgeon.
That would be a good one, huh? No, I work in their business office, their national business office.
Okay.
So we support the Benefits Administration, and we support all the other regions outside of California. So I travel. For a while I didn't think I could anymore. I found out through our group of LHON group, Facebook group, people are saying you absolutely can, and here's how you do it, you know.
It's kind of lucky that you worked
Oh,
for
yeah.
a health organization, right?
Yeah, they've been great. They
Yeah.
gave me all the tools and technologies, and I have a lot of assistive technology.
Amazing.
Jerry drives me to work no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, how are you
My wife
traveling
works,
now?
my wife works close by. She's
Oh,
in
good.
the dental world. She drops me off 3 days a week, and then sometimes I take Uber, sometimes I take this bus home, this paratransit bus. So
Oh, okay.
Just kind of depends
Very cool.
what's going on. Yeah, a lot of great opportunities. That was the #1 handicap on the back.
Was it really?
I think I heard that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't feel like that.
Oh, I can see why it would be.
Yeah, nice bird.
Well, it's been really a lot of fun to watch you play. It really is. Yeah, yeah. And Jerry, you're a saint.
That he is.
You are, man. What you're doing is so selfless and kind and generous. It's really impressive.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So, you know,
Oh, you're
why
both
not,
good
why not
guys.
help out, good people?
Yeah.
Those of us in the blind golfing world all say that it's now made golf a team sport.
Well, Bob, it's we're almost done here, but we don't have enough battery left. So we've just been letting it run, see what would happen, hope that we can get something out of this. But thank you again so much for not only reaching out to me, but giving me the opportunity to play with you. It's really been an incredible treat.
The opportunity is mine. I just enjoy getting the message out.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that are very much probably like me, excuse me, where...
Get choked up, huh?
Oh, I do. I still to this day. I do. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that were very much like me where it's like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
But there you can. And I don't feel like I'm that blind. I mean, I'm legally blind and I can't drive and read. But there's people who have total blindness and they're kicking ass out there. They're doing well.
Yeah.
And golf brought people together like that. So
Your attitude is phenomenal.
Sounds
So
good.
thank you again. Thanks for sharing this.
It's great
It's
company.
been just total treat. Really enjoyed it.
I'm going to continue to listen, buddy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Fred.
Wow. So I tried to use 3 wireless microphones to record this, one with Jerry, one with Bob, one with myself, and didn't really realize until afterwards that sometimes we were just out of range. And the signal was not working well. Other times, we were recording the audio from our video camera, not with the mics. So I apologize for the inconsistent levels and appreciate you getting through it. I truly hope that you enjoyed this episode and that you got a sense of what it's like for a visually impaired person to conquer so much of what we take for granted. Now, the funny part is that it took me days to get this edited into the podcast. That's before I even started working on the video. Usually I can do an interview, get it tightened up and edited in a couple of hours. But this literally took me days. Hey, this is your reminder to register at golfsmarter.com to win the all-access pass to the Gravity Golf Challenge, courtesy of gravitygolf.com. The all-access pass includes all 3 stages featuring 48 progressive lessons, and it's valued at $500. Deadline to enter is Sunday, December 1, 2019. Now, to enter, please go to golfsmarter.com and click on the giveaway banner at the top of the homepage. This week on Golf Smarter Mulligans, brought to you by twoguyswithgolfballs.com and autoslash.com, we talk to author, English professor, golf coach, James Ragonnet on his book, Golf's 3 Noble Truths. Get your free subscription to Golf Smarter Mulligans and Golf Smarter wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, click on the Hey Fred button at golfsmarter.com.